Welcome to the beginning of an incredible adventure where food, culture, and stories blend in the most unforgettable way. I'm Evita the Hungry Chef, and this is the first episode of my culinary journey through the Western Cape, a region rich in history, flavor, and local delicacies that are just waiting to be discovered. The journey begins in the heart of the West Coast, in Darling, a little town that is as unique as its name, and home to some amazing food and travel experiences which you can only imagine. And in this episode, we're diving into the flavors and the people who makes this town so special. So grab your fork and let's get started on this delicious journey. Welcome to Darling, and welcome to my culinary journey through the Western Cape. Don't let the gravel road deceive you. Groote isn't just a vineyard, it's a part of Darling's heritage. The estate dates back to the 80s, and today it is continuing to produce wine that reflects the unique terroir of the region. You drive the gravel road and immediately you get transformed into a beautiful scenery. I was received by Peter, who is a third generation member of the Groote family.
Hey, so I hope you enjoy your time here with us.
Thank you so much, thank you very much. I learned about their history, animal reserve and winemaking process. And the result, honestly, speaks for itself.
So our area, generally speaking, and I'm pretty sure you know if you know in Blow, but it's a lot of cold sea breezes. That makes for fantastic Sauvignon Blanc. And if I say Sauvignon Blanc, it's the big kahuna in the Darling area. Yeah. I always say if you have a nice Sauvignon Blanc, you turn the bottle around, it's going to say wine of origin Darling, if it's in South Africa.
At the time of making this video, it is 55 rand for 6 wine tastings. You get to sip, immerse yourself in the beautiful scenery, and enjoy the moment. They also offer a cheese platter and restaurant in case you wish to dine.
Nice white pepper on the nose, also very nice. That goes very well with the nice chunk of meat. Unless you're vegan, then it probably won't go great.
I'm not.
Yeah, and I think we're very special, nice little hidden, you know, unlike some of these big wine farms that you're like
I don't even think it's just about you. I think the concept of Darling, like people don't really get it. Like Darling is just, that is what Darling is. Like a lot of people don't really get Darling until you visit.
Yeah, it's a hard concept to get, but Darling's are fabulous wines, great food. You know, we've got the brewery, wonderful accommodation.
The first day I drove in, I fell in love, and I left the town in Darling.
Yup, you heard me. There's a saying in this town that when you visit, you'll leave a Darling. This small town, rich in history, is the birthplace to so many nationwide products, such as Darling milk, Darling olives, Darling brew, Darling sweet, Darling butter, and so much more. Some of which we will be exploring in this episode, so stick around. Now, how about we make Darling Sweets our next stop? Evita Se Perron is not just a theater, it's an institution. Created by the iconic South African performer Peter de Geus, the place stands as a tribute to both the country's rich history and its vibrant art scene. Home to some of the country's most memorable performances, it offers visitors an opportunity to experience South African culture through comedy, music, and drama. Evita Se Perron is a perfect example of how Darling's culture extends beyond food and wines. It's about art, storytelling, and the powerful impact of laughter. This theater serves as a space where laughter, satire, and storytelling come together in the most unique way.
Welcome to Evita Se Perron. We are very excited to have you guys here today. We're also going to showcase Darling Sweets, so let's go. Evita Se Perron started in 1996 with Peter Dirk Eys that had a concept of creating a theatre. And he started Evita Se Perron with the crazy idea of hosting a lot of artists and people here. And many years later, 2020, my bosses, Henty and Fritz, they decided the Perron had to close because of COVID, and no people could come and visit and so on. So then Henty and Fritz bought this premises and took it over, as well as they're also the founders of Darling Sweets, which is our handcrafted toffee business.
If you're looking to dive deeper into the heart of this town, Evita Se Perron is one place where you truly find its spirit.
Currently, where we stand, we have Evita Se Perron. This is our museum.
Yeah.
And then to that side, through there, we have theatre. And then through this side, we have our tasting room for Swartan Kitchen, which is our other brand, which is a rusk and cookie brand. Swartan Kitchen, our brand, is 5 years. Yesterday was our birthday.
Whoa, okay.
So we're very excited, and with that excitement and celebration, we started to reintroduce a new look. So we launched this a few weeks ago. So this is more of a, you'll see it's a sticker. Normally we had the box, but we realized that people, because rusk is a very truly South African product, people tend to not buy it as a gift, but rather use it for home purpose. Also offer showcase our products is our rusk and cookie tasting. So people can buy, so they buy tasting essentially, and then you get a warm drink, a cappuccino, tea or coffee, and then you choose 3 rusk and you choose 2 cookies, and then you are welcome to enjoy it in any of our spaces. So this is our beautiful mural. It's part of our African look and our new look, as we last year we turned 10. So in celebration of this, we started introducing our new packaging, which has a, like I said, an African modern look. So let's go through. Okay, so welcome to Darling Sweet. This is our shop where we showcase our whole variety. On this side, we have Amelia here.
Hello.
In this shelf, we have our whole product range, which consists of 8 soft caramel flavors and then 10 toffee flavors. And this specific one, Tannie Evita's classic. You guys know Tannie Evita. She's a very famous, legendary person in Darling. And this is the one that we started off. This is our flagship toffee. All of our other flavors originated from this one.
So everything started from here?
Yes, everything started from here, and that was in the year 2014. And now we have our 45 grams, and these are cute little toffee bars that you can enjoy and nibble on. And then we have our gifting options, which are gift boxes, are 200 grams, both assorted toffees and soft caramels. And then we have a lovely gift box that consists of 10 toffee bars that you can gift to someone. And then we also have our 360 grams assorted toffees. Also soft caramels, but they are producing today, so that's what they're busy with.
So the idea that got me really intrigued was coming here the first time. I was told you guys make everything by hand.
Yes.
Right here on premise.
100%. So yes, so Darling Sweet is handcrafted. So our whole production process is done by hand. So from the start, we call them pot markers, so the people who make the pots. So they make the toffee and they stir it for a certain amount of time, and there's a reaction that happens, and that's where you get that lovely caramel, beautiful color as well as the taste. And then it gets thrown out to pans, and then it gets cooled down a bit, gets cut by hand, and then it also gets wrapped by hand. So if you look through these windows, we have our depot area here, and then through the next section we have our wrapping facility. And straight through you have our, we call it the wet kitchen, where they make the toffees. So there's 2 kitchens in our production facility.
How long does it take to make, let's say, one? Like how long is the production
process?
At an average?
That's difficult to say, Amelia. What do you think?
Because you see, sometimes I feel like people don't understand the craftsmanship.
Yes.
It's easy for you to eat, but you don't really know how long it takes. So when you know how long, it helps you appreciate what you just ate.
I would say, well, it's difficult to say, but it's a long process. And our slogan, it ties into our slogan, and our product being handcrafted and our product being a product that really uses traditional methods. Our slogan is take your time. So along with the production process that takes time and effort and focus, we invite customers to savor our product and to not just, chew it and in a rush, but to take a moment in your busy day and enjoy one of our soft caramels or our toffees, and just savor the moment and enjoy and actually taste the product.
I like that.
Yeah, Darling is a small town. There's a few things to do. It's lovely to have people here and come and visit us at our actual shop. And then along with our shop, we have all our products, of course, a whole range, but we also have lovely deals. So sometimes we have a, buy two, get one free deal, or we have a special weekly happening. Awesome. So it's good to come here because you will find a nice special running.
Like right now.
Yes.
On the wall. Well,
yes, 100%. You're welcome.
Darling, small historical town where time just really slows down and you can enjoy your 24 hours in a day. Speaking of enjoy, it's Pierre o'clock. On my next stop, Darling Brew. For 60 Rand, you get to enjoy the beer tasting experience, which celebrates Darling flavors and brewery excellence. They also have a family-friendly restaurant for breakfast and lunch, plus a wide collection of branded souvenirs. So whether you're a beer enthusiast or just someone trying something new in the West Coast, Darling Brew captures the essence of not only their town, but also their suburbs, which makes it another place for you to check out. My next stop was the home of Darling Olives, where you can taste more than 20 products for just 65 rands. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, let's find out.
We have an olive tasting. It's about 65 Rand per person. It takes 45 minutes to an hour. You then taste more than 20 olive products with 3 complimentary glasses of wine. So I'll take you through to the tasting room now, so join us.
Thank you so much.
I kept an open mind as the tasting began. From olive jam, paste, oil, chutney, pestos, to various styles of olives. This experience was a true journey of flavors.
Like, how long does it take for olive to mature? Like from just like wine, like planting to harvesting. Like
Okay, so it is quite a long process. With starting to grow an olive tree, it will take about 4 to 7 years before it starts bearing fruit, and then only after 10 years you will be able to use the tree into production because then it will be full grown and you will have enough olives to work with. And then we harvest once a year. It's usually early winter, so we just started harvesting. This year we have quite an early harvest, but usually we start at the end of April, beginning of May, and then the olives that we harvest first, that is directly into the press where we produce the olive oil. So that needs to be pressed within 24 hours of harvest. Those olives. But table olives and olives that we use for the rest of the products as the base, those olives need to be fermented for about a year. So that is a saltwater process. It's where the olives are in saltwater tanks to extract all the lactic acid and bitterness, and then it leaves like
residue,
soft, firm olive that you can use for table olives or to make any other.
I took a moment to count everything I tasted. To my surprise, I tried over 26 different products. If you're to visit Darling, then you certainly should check out Darling Olives, and I promise you will be amazed. Now, all the exploring and storytelling has got me really hungry. Who else is in the mood for some real barbecue?
Hey everybody, welcome to West Coast Smokehouse at Living Colour. Please come inside and let me show you this treasure trove of really Texas-style barbecue smokehouse.
The West Coast Smokehouse is one of its kind in the Western Cape. Before diving into its offerings, I thought it would be great to learn more about the story from Kelvin, who is the owner.
The interesting thing with the smokehouse, it links nicely into what I love doing. So I like working with my hands. I like seeing people with a smile on their face. But the other interesting thing is, I mean, you can see by all these photos, I travel a lot with the family, and I traveled a lot before I had a family. And the interesting thing, when we travel in Africa, I buy none of my food out of a supermarket. Everything's off the side of the road or in a local market. From my veg, to my spice, to my milk, to even meat. I mean, I've bought meat at 6 o'clock in the morning. That cow's just been culled or killed, and the one half's hanging there and the guys are carrying the other half type thing. And if you look at smoked meat or smoking meat, hundreds of years ago, people smoked meat to preserve it because they didn't have refrigeration. So it sort of connects all my bits and bobs stories of the things I love: travel, family, outdoors. Experiences. Yeah. The effort you put in, there's a lot of passion that goes into that effort, because I don't want things to be wrong.
I asked about the personal challenges faced from running a smokehouse, and these were his response.
Like most things in life, it's freaking hard work. You got to, and it's not just the time it takes to smoke it. It's the prep, it's your sourcing, it's your monitoring. Probably the two biggest challenges I have are the sourcing of good quality meat. It's not as easy as everybody thinks. I've got a lot of things wrong. I've probably got a lot of things more wrong than right. But I think we had a time now, or not a time, we had a place now where I can proudly sit in front of you and serve a kick-ass brisket, a kick-ass beef short rib, pork ribs. But like I said to you, and I think it's good to keep in mind from my side, I always got to pinch myself. I'm not a chef, and I don't come out the restaurant industry. So I've got a couple of other challenges. And it's all just around process. It's all understanding, because I don't want things to be wrong. Like a few weeks ago, the brisket wasn't the way it was supposed to be, and I refused to serve it to the customers. And they all said to me, "Wow, any other restaurant would have just cut it up and sold it." I don't want to do that. It's not who you are. It's not who I am. But it pulls all my stories together. My kids always say, "Dad, when I get home," because I normally start up at 4 in the morning, so then I'll go home at about 8. They always say to me, "Geez, Dad, you stink just like a chop at the moment."
There are many challenges, lots of effort and true passion that goes into making great food. And I believe Kevin's story is a revelation to that.
Seeing this art, seeing this place and hearing everything you just told me, if anyone is to hear it, which everyone will hear, it would make sense to them what this place is about. Because you can see destination, places you've been to. This is you, where you've been, your journey. And you say it comes out from even the way you walk back home, the odor, your aroma, the way you season your meat. I don't want to bring it out because it's not tasting the way you need it to be. Even a chef, not every chef would do that. Because now, remember, I'm working for someone, so this is what I'm giving, this is what I'm going to cook with, and it might not be great, but this is what I have to present it. Because if I don't present something, I'll get queried. Unlike you say this doesn't represent me. It's not tasting the way I need it to taste. I'm not going to serve it to my people. That's the story. And I like genuinely, that's a unique story, and it really comes across who you are. And I'm hoping when everyone and anyone watches this video, they can really get a sense of who you are, what you're about, and come try, because our story really shines through everything we do. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure.
I'm going to start with a 12-hour smoked brisket. See? It's literally falling apart. It's literally falling apart. So this is double fried potato chips. They're actually very nice and crunchy. Yeah, this is the vine. I don't even know how to score this. I think you need to come try it yourself. But it's so good. The taste, the flavor, it's tender, it's juicy. You can see it's literally falling off. Come see. 12 hours. I don't even need to add anything else to it. The saltiness, it's literally there. Nothing is overpowering, and it's very flavorful. So, yeah. Now I'm pause, and I'll see you guys on the next round. I need to talk to the meat.
Darling, the place where time just slows down and you can enjoy your 24 hours in a day. Very fascinating, very historical town. Beautiful, nice to see. A whole lot you can do and a lot you can explore. If you visit Darling, please ensure to check out the museum, learn more about their history. Also learn about the way they used to make both back in the days. They still have the old equipment there, so that is somewhere you should check out. I think it's like 20 rand per pass for you to visit. You get a tour of the museum and see what the town is about. Ensure to drive around the town. Beautiful scenery, the houses, all really nice and historical, and it just gives you, the feel of what Darling is about. And check out the butchery for the best biltong, one of the best biltong around. Then for restaurants, try the 1910 Old Forge. It's also a very historical restaurant. Well, the building is historical. The owner got the building, I think he said about 7 or 8 years ago, and they turned it into this amazing restaurant. So when you visit Darling, there is a place where you should go for your breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And I believe they still do their weekend roast. So that is something you guys should also join them and check it out. And the Darling Olives. Oof, there's just so much about that place. The clip I made, it wasn't the best clip. However, I tried to still show you guys what it is about. But their products, like I went there, I left there feeling very full from all the tastings. So wine and olive tasting, the pairings, it's just so much you eat, and the price is so affordable. Because cheap is not the right word to use sometimes, so affordable is a better word. 65 rand for tasting over 25 products. I literally had to count. I think 25 to 26 for 65 rand, guys. Come on, you should check it out. Then what are some of the things you can do in Darling? You can join the quiet bikings and check out Monday Wines, which is also a beautiful estate. The views there is really lovely. Something unique about Darling Sweet, it was very fascinating to me because they do everything by hand, just like you've heard, and everything is done. All the staffs are locals, so they create jobs for locals in the town, and that's just an opportunity that really transforms the little town into something unique. Well, I'm hoping you've enjoyed this episode. If you've watched this far, thank you. I kindly ask that you like and subscribe to my channel to be a part of the journey. Don't miss out. Follow the journey and come along. Let me show you across the Western Cape. Thanks for watching.